Hello everybody, it's me Marisha, and in today's video I decided I would be giving you guys some care tips of these 5 really easy houseplants. If you're new on my channel and love plants and parrots, please consider subscribing and feel free to comment your video ideas. Now let's begin. So number 1 plant in this list is Oxalis. I know most people probably won't consider this an easy plant, but for me, they are definitely easy. This is blooming at this moment, as you can see. And by the way, this guy is blooming quite frequently, which is always good. Even though I still prefer foliage, they come in 2 different colors. They come in green and purple, and I love green and purple the best. I've noticed they like to be dry because they droop when they need water, and they normally droop when the soil is dry. So you can let them get slightly droopy before watering, or you can just check the soil and see if the soil is dry. If it is, water them thoroughly and wait until they need water again. Now when it comes to light, I have them in front of west facing window, and as you can see, it's quite far away. They can probably tolerate low light conditions, but they definitely prefer medium light, and you can propagate them by division. Next is Piss Lily. Piss lilies are really easy as well, but they do need quite frequent watering. They'll show you when they need water by looking droopy, and that's something they often do. They can definitely tolerate low light conditions, but make sure to give them at least some sort of light. They do bloom, they have white flowers, and I love them as well. They're very pretty. They will bloom more often if you give them more light, and they'll produce more blooms. But again, for me, foliage is what matters. They come in different varieties, compact, not so compact, and also variegated varieties as well. Next plant, Syngonium. Syngoniums are also really easy to care for. They'll do fine in low light conditions. They propagate through foliage, which is good, and you can let them hang because they go crazy if you let them to, or you can trim them constantly and keep them compact. Now this is very small size Syngonium that I have, but it will get big. As you can see, the new leaf is coming in. There are different kinds of Syngoniums as well, so have fun with it. Only one thing though, Oxalis, Piss Lilies and Syngoniums are highly toxic, so keep them away from children and pets. And lastly, probably my favorite, prayer plants. Marantas, Stromanthi, Strenanthe, Calatheas, they're all part of this family, and that's because they fold up at night and they look like they're praying, and then during the day they come down again. So I love these guys, even though they love moist environment. So I keep them moist. I don't keep them wet, I just keep them moist and probably water them a couple of times a week. But they don't need that much light at all. In the wild, they're covered by trees and other plants, so they get very ambient light throughout the day. So that's why they don't need that much light, because we need to mimic the environment where they came from. Now this is my furry feather, also known as velvet Calathea, because of its velvety texture, and I love it so much. Now this one, I'm not really sure what that is, because it's probably not Calathea majestica exotica. So if you know what that is, please comment in the comment section below. And these guys love humidity, so even if you spray them, even though it doesn't really increase the humidity, it does still help. But if you have a humidifier, that's amazing. If you don't, you will get some brown edges, and that is still okay. I mean, unless you're a perfectionist, I'm not. I don't really care about these brown edges that much. So for prayer plants, moisture is the key. And as a bonus, they are 100% non-toxic. Also, make sure to not to expose any of these plants in this video to direct light, or else you will burn them. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.